Murder, madness, and mayhem. And that's just the fun part. It's another gory episode of Tales from the Crypt. Next on HBO. Viewer discretion advised. On the next episode of Dream On.
And Veronica Sheridan called.
Don't see her, Martin. Promise me you won't see her.
She walked out for a pack of cigarettes 15 years ago and never came back.
Can an old flame start a new fire in Martin's heart?
Cigarette?
I quit 15 years ago.
When I see you backsliding into this sort of destructive behavior, it just makes me want to reach over and slap your face off.
Or will he find the strength to break an old habit?
Dream on.
Tomorrow on HBO. Billy Connolly brings you comedy from the edge.
In Scotland, they say if you're going to shag a sheep, take it to the edge of a mountain so as it pushes back better.
But he's living in America now.
There's a 24-hour drive-in taxidermist. You really need that, I feel.
He's even learning the language.
Friendly fire. Hey, Willie, how's it going? Bye!
HBO Comedy Hour presents Billy Connolly, Pale Blue Scottish Person. Premiere Saturday, September 14th. Serious comedy. It could only happen here.
HBO!
MC Hammer talks about his idol,
James Brown is an inspiration for so much of rap music out here today.
while the godfather of soul salutes the Hammer.
And it makes me feel good that he says that I influenced him.
Influences. Who made it hot? Who keeps it going? Get an insider's take on music when James Brown and MC Hammer kick off HBO's new series, Influences. Premieres Saturday, September 21st on HBO.
I'm in school. When I get done, I want my diploma.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Lauer for HBO Entertainment News. It was a magical evening in Los Angeles recently as Jacqueline Bisset and Jane Seymour attended the LA premiere of the new HBO original movie Cast a Deadly Spell, a detective thriller with a supernatural twist. Fred Ward stars as H. Philip Lovecraft.
Well, there's magic in this film. There's magic in L.A. in the 40s.
The filmmakers enlisted the talents of the producer of Aliens and The Terminator to bring the small screen magic to HBO.
I think it's magical in the sense that it heralds everyday man and shows that the honest person can succeed even in the face of black magic.
The HBO original movie Cast a Deadly Spell makes its first appearance on HBO on Saturday, September 7th. In other HBO original movie news, the Josephine Baker story made cable television history when it was recently honored with a record 5 Emmy Awards. Lynn Whitfield was named Best Lead Actress in a miniseries or special, and Brian Gibson was awarded the Emmy for Best Director. The movie also won Emmys for costume design, hairstyling, and art direction. The producers of Comrades of Summer, an upcoming HBO original movie about a Russian baseball team, recently had a red scare when they learned their locations were occupied by Soviet tanks.
Well, when we heard about the coup, I mean, our first thought was, how are we going to shoot this in Moscow? And our second thought was, will this story even be relevant anymore? 3 days later, the coup fell, and the movie was twice as interesting as it was 3 days before. So it was our good fortune, I think, also the good fortune of the Soviet people.
Cameras are also scheduled to roll in Russia this fall for the upcoming HBO miniseries Stalin, starring Robert Duvall. Now here's a look at what's playing this week at the box office. From the creators of Kiss of the Spider-Woman comes Naked Tango, the mythic story of an obsessive romance set in the mysterious underworld of 1920s Buenos Aires. Vincent D'Onofrio plays the romantic lead and found transforming himself into a suave tango dancer presented quite a challenge.
I never appreciated dance very much until I had to learn the tango, because it was like learning to walk all over again. It's all balance.
Also new at the box office is the 23rd International Tourney of Animation, a collection of some of the most exciting, innovative animation from around the world.
Animation is that kind of art form that has the ability for an animator to take a subject and interpret it in a way that you could not even imagine until you see it on the big screen.
I like to keep my teeth clean. Yes, I like it. Whoa, that oral hygiene.
The 23rd International Tourney of Animation dances its way into theaters now. I'm Matt Lauer for HBO Entertainment News.
Murder, madness, and mayhem. And that's just the fun part. It's another gory episode of Tales from the Crypt. Next on HBO. Viewer discretion advised.